Technology does not like me today. Does not like me. If you just joined me from the Facebook Live, thanks for coming over, showing your support. It means a lot. If you're watching this on... stop telling me to hold on. If you're watching this on playback, hey. But it's Friday. What's everyone been up to? What are your plans for the weekend, more importantly? I was never really one to big up the weekend because everyone's like, oh, I fucking hate Monday, and then living for the weekend. But I always worked weekends pretty much, so it's just another day to me. Everyone's like, whoa, Friday feeling. And I'm like, it's just another day. I still work weekends now. If I want to, that is. Who have we got? So if you just joined me over from the Facebook Live, hi. Oh. Before I get messages asking if I'm a crazy person for wearing 2 watches again, I'm comparing them. Apple Watch versus the Garmin. Yeah, I did a thing, didn't I? Got another one, didn't I? It's not just anyone either. It's a beast. Put it that way. I don't even know if I should tell you the brand, like the name of it, because then you'd know how much it costs. It's not a Phoenix, put it that way. Got one cup of tea. Where the fuck is my cup of tea? I'm only joking. Yeah, and let's say this time, like I said on the Facebook Live, normally if I'm comparing like fitness trackers and stuff, I'll normally put them on the same wrist to try and keep it as consistent and accurate as I can. But I'm trying to see if there's a variance between left and right. I don't really think that there should be. Doesn't seem to be much. But Apple Watch Series 6 is very good bit of kit, but it's very different to a Garmin. Tamara, my Australian pal. Hey Alex, how do you keep clients focused during a workout? It depends. It's the most common response from any PT is normally, it depends. Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? It depends. So keeping them clients focused during a workout, normally it's got to be interesting. If they're learning something new, so if it's fun, hopefully they're taking it in because I'm trying to teach them. My brain tends to wander. She says, hi Donna, hi everyone. My brain tends to wander. So again, ask yourself, how do I say this without sounding horrible? Ask yourself, if you're doing this workout, because I've had this before, you're doing this workout, and if you're not fully bought into it, like if you're not fully invested, like mentally, like yes, can't wait to do it, you know, you're looking forward to it. If that's not the case and you're just doing a random sort of, yeah, I'll just try it. If you're not invested in it, if you're not, and that's why when you get things for free, people find these like things for free, and then because they haven't paid for it, they don't value it in their head. Yes, free stuff is great, but I've found that a lot with if I've given away free stuff, people don't really do much with it. Whereas if they've paid, they've invested in it, then they're more likely to do something with it. But yeah, if you're not interested by it, or like this workout that you've been doing, if you're not fully sort of, if it doesn't excite you, you're just gonna be a bit bored. And then you start thinking about other things. And if you're in the midway through a work, I know it's hard because you're at home and stuff. And a gym's open in Queensland. I think they are, aren't they? Yeah. If you've got so much going in and around in your head, and like I say, it's especially hard, especially us in the UK where we're working at home now. Like working out at home, because you've got distractions everywhere. Like you've got the kids there, you've got the dog trying to ruin the house, you've got the dinner needs to be made, you've got, you know what I mean? It's constant. You can't switch off sometimes. If you're not fully invested in that workout, your mind's gonna drift. Sydney, but yeah, sorry. Yeah, Sydney. Again, it might be a little bit better because if you have got a gym to go to, it's, you know, a different atmosphere. But yeah, you've got to ask yourself, and by all means you can send me what you've been doing and we'll have a little look, but you've got to ask yourself why you think your brain tends to wander, and at what point. That would be interesting as well. If you can pinpoint it down, what point do you get bored, or do you start losing focus in that workout? Because I bet you it's something you didn't even think of. It'd probably be one of these, I don't know, some sort of YouTube 20-minute workout. You get 5 minutes in and you're like, this is boring as shit. Again, let me know. I'd love to know. Hopefully it's not one of my workouts that I've sent you that you're not invested in. Or if you've, done anything off of my platforms. I have no one to push me away. But yeah, and again, the accountability side of things. Doesn't have to be a coach, doesn't have to be someone, a PT or whatever. In an ideal world it would be, because chances are all their focus is on you. If you're doing it with a partner, they're more likely, they're more focused on themselves, but they're encouraging you with them. So again, I've seen this quite a lot when people are buying into these apps and stuff, these workout apps, or buying these celebrity. They're paying these celebrities these plans and stuff. They're putting money in the pockets of these celebrities that don't even know you exist. They're not going to be focused on your every sort of need and whatever. That's why hiring someone, without blowing my own trumpet, hiring someone like me, or another sort of one-man band, self-employed personal trainer that does this all the time, or even if they don't do it full-time, anyway, someone that has 300 clients isn't gonna be very focused on you. Do you know what I mean? I remember at one point I even offloaded, this is a nice way of putting it, offloaded a few clients because I wanted the better quality of service with less people, and I still managed to thrive and stuff. So if you need someone to push you, get someone that's actually going to give you the push that you need. Someone messaged me earlier, actually, this morning, and said, I've started doing this Chris Hemsworth app. I can't remember what it's called now. Centre or something. I said, it's all right, but it's not the same as... and this is someone that had bought... I'd written them a little plan thing ages ago. I said, it's just not the same, because, chances are, Chris Hemsworth isn't writing the plans. He's got a team of people doing it. It's not even what you're buying into is almost false advertising because if you like them and they're great, that's cool. But if they're that big, chances are they've got other people helping them, and it's not a one-to-one sort of conversation. It's you might have a group. There might be a group of say 6 coaches, and all of them dabbling in. I know there is one academy that a lot of my people on here use, which again, first-hand experience because I had a little look at it, is a good academy. I think someone's just joined. In fact, Tamara, how we met, that academy, that's what I'm on about. I don't want to slate it because it is good. I like the person that's done it and I like his books and stuff, but from the feedback I've had, and you pay that much money for a premium thing and you think you're getting a tailored experience that you didn't because it was one of maybe 6 or 7 of these coaches, and each of them would dabble in like too many cooks spoil the broth kind of thing, and you didn't really know where you stood if they got back to you at all, which is the other things I've heard. But again, it's what do you expect when you've got hundreds of thousands of people? You know, I imagine they do the best they can, but you know, I would much rather pay for someone's undivided attention than be lost in a crowd kind of thing. And that's not slagging off any of these celebrity apps or anything, but what would you rather do? Would you rather help and support someone that you know, or that you know this is their you are their complete like world in that respect, because without you they can't do the job they do, or someone that's they've got 100 grand sitting in the bank, they don't need to work. Do you know what I mean? I found out where I stood. Yeah, exactly. You don't feel appreciated. You felt forgotten. You felt, what were the words? Wasn't swept under the carpet. It was something like that. Hey Luke, Sean, everyone is just joining in. These are just ramblings. Friday night is more just a casual, not necessarily fitness related, but it can be. Still loads of that left. Cracking on a bit now with the time, don't we? Yeah, and like I say, I don't want to rant about it, but this is where it comes back to the whole support small businesses. Someone that really needs your income, needs your support for their income, or you can pay some absolute Z-list celebrity off of Geordie Shore and buy all their products that don't work and then feel crap about yourself afterwards. There's no end of people I know that do that quite regularly. They'll buy into these things, waist trainers and all sorts of crazy ideas. The next fad. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if they'd spent that 20, 30 quid with me, they'd then know the process of how things actually work and they'd be on a better path. It's one of those things. It was so much so that I even I do different plans, especially online, price-wise. So for £30, 30 English pounds, I'm not sure what that is in Australian dollars. I can't remember. Tomorrow, sorry. I do an accountability only thing where we have check-ins. We go over diet and things like this, and I do my check-in sheets and things like this. It's a bit more. I dumb it down, but it's very. It's quite in depth from my end, especially. That's 30 quid. For 40 quid, you've got ones where I do 3, all of that, all like the cookbooks and all this sort of stuff. That plus 3 workouts a week. So I'm putting in a lot. If you look at it this way, I'm putting in a lot more work for 10 quid extra. Coming up with these workouts. Or the complete one that I've done is 160. That's a full week every week. And again, it has to work around you. Obviously, there'll be times where you can be a little bit less active and rest days and things like this. But it's a full sort of package of, and I called it the complete package. But yeah, it's one of those things you could spend. My point is, you could spend 40 quid on a box of skinny tea, coffee shit that doesn't work. Or you could have a whole month of my time and having a bit of structure, knowing what's happening and why you're doing what you're doing. And if anything, even if you only did the 1 month and then stopped for, didn't want to pay or whatever, like financially and stuff, even if you did, I've not really had anyone do it, but even if you did 1 month, that would be enough for some people to then, yes, you wouldn't be held accountable, which is what they struggle with, but you would then know, oh, this is why I'm losing inches around my waist, or this is why this works, and da-da-da-da. They would know, and then they could take that forwards, and then that's fine, that's a good thing. It is quite a good thing when clients not necessarily don't need you anymore, but they then become self-reliant and know how to do these things. What are you drinking? I'm actually trying to finish a Monster Energy Ultra. It's called. It's 0 calories, 0 sugar. When they say that, it's got like 11 calories in it. Yeah. Just as a reference, Tamara, it's nearly 10 p.m. here, and I'm drinking that, and it's got caffeine in it. Lowry, how are you? Are you still working on bulking up? Yeah, I've not been, again, I've not really focused, I've not been putting myself at the forefront of, I should be more selfish really. My own workouts and stuff have dwindled and stuff over the year, especially over the years. Like last weekend, I spent all weekend and pretty much all of Monday redoing my systems and putting people on different new plan things and working out. I've got 3 big whiteboards there that are simply different client goals, different what their macro targets are, things like that. But yeah, so basically I have been doing bits and bobs, but if I wanted to be completely selfish and really bulk up, I would be putting that first. Like if I had a normal job and worked in some, I don't know, a warehouse or something, my main focus, I wouldn't need to be worrying what people are doing. I'd just be about me, and then yeah, it'd probably be massive. Donna, have you tried Sneak Energy? I have, actually. Again, this is not an advertising thing. That brand there, it's okay. It's okay. The Sneak isn't the best. It's not bad. I've had better. I've got better products, which if you want to ask, I can go over them with you and why I feel they're better. They're also the same price as Sneak, but I like the branding and I love the marketing, and it hooked me in. Because when I did that Sneak thing, it was 5 sachets and a shaker for whatever, I can't remember how much it was. But yeah, again, if you really like it, then they've got some good flavours. I've got a couple of clients that swear by it and love it. like the Huel stuff. Huel stuff. No, it's downstairs. Which is like the meal replacement stuff. Again, it's just to add another if you miss a meal or whatever. To be honest, I'm looking at increasing my protein intake as is whey protein better or the same as a normal protein shake? So, basically, hey, if you're just joining, there we go, where's that comment? Larry. So, when people say about protein shakes, that normally they would be whey protein if you are lactose intolerant. You'd be probably better off with a whey isolate. So where it's whey concentrate and whey isolate. And it's just the end result of milk. And a thing called casein, and I won't bore you with it, but it's just sort of essentially, if you think of it as milk powder, and you just get the different ones. You'll find, again, there's lots of different brands. You'll find you prefer certain things to certain other brands. I wouldn't overcomplicate it too much. I would just try and find one you want to try if you like, because you like the flavour. There are some really bad ones out there, but there are some really good ones as well. Hey, how are you? Donna, personal favourite is Rain, but seen the advertisement and thought about it. Again, by all means, Donna. They do sample, like the sample sachets. I don't have any left. I think it must have been about 10, 15. I had to pay for the postage as well, but it's like 10, 15 quid for the shaker and these little samples or something. It's, by all means try it. That, and again, that goes the same with the other question about whey protein. If you can get sample packs, you don't have to, because I've done it before where I will invest in a 30, 40, 50 pound, pound is in money, sorry, not weight, 50 quid tub of protein. And yes, I research things a lot, but chances I've bought it before where I've been like, this is horrible, and because I've gone all in and bought the massive one. There are a lot of protein brands out there now that will do the little one shake sachets, because if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to sink all the money into the bigger one. Personal favourite is Rain. Rain is really good as far as energy drinks go. Personally, taste wise, I really like it. Again, these aren't essential. You don't need these. I used to have these all the time. I don't really have them a lot now. Because my goal is weight loss, so I want to try and aim for a good amount of protein in it. Yeah, and again, by all means, you could inbox me, and we can, look at your, what they call a protein target. Basically, the more sort of protein that you get within reason, the more protein that you get, your body will work a bit more efficiently. And sometimes you don't even have to worry about the other stuff, the carbs and you don't have to worry about that for some people. Sometimes it's just hitting that protein target. The other things will sort of fall into place normally. But yeah, if you're not, the reason these supplements exist, they're a supplement to supplement your normal diet. So if you're not getting enough protein from your normal meals, I use the word diet, but hopefully you know what I mean by eating habits. If you're not getting enough protein or you're not getting enough of these nutrients, that's when the protein shakes and stuff can be a handy thing, or like the protein bars and things like that. You shouldn't need them, but if you're on, it's a convenient and a handy. If you're in a rush, you haven't got time to cook a meal, you just bang a shake down you. It's genius, if anything. It if anyone's ever seen The Matrix, the film, The Matrix, when they're eating that like porridge slop stuff out of those mess tins, and there's no taste to it, whatever. But they're like, oh, everything, all the aminos you need and all this sort of stuff. Basically, everything in that apparently is everything you would need. So why bother with fancy stuff? Why do you wear your watch face on the inside of your wrist? This one. So basically, I'm trying to compare differences between my Tactics Garmin and my Apple Watch. It was really, I used to go shooting quite a bit, and I always used to, where you would lie, I always had my watch there. It's just a habit really on that wrist. I never really have things on this wrist, but because I'm trying to compare and use different wrists rather than having another one on here, don't know, it just feels more comfy. I could move it round, but yeah, just one of them things. Plus it'd be even more obvious that I'm wearing two watches, whereas it just looks like a wristband. But yeah, I'll say these sorts of questions are really good. Love these sorts of things. That's why I do these lives. So if you ever have things you want to know and you need a hand with, then fire them across. You know, you can inbox me. We can go over stuff as well. Any more questions before I'm going to can it there in a minute. It's only been a shorter one on Instagram, but if I'm honest, it's red fucking hot in this room, and this top needs to come off, and I'm not doing it on camera. It's not that kind of show. I very rarely wear more than shorts in a house. A bit of an insight for you. I get hot very quickly, but yeah, it's very hot because I don't know, other people that live here have cranked the heating up. Fucking. But yeah, if there's nothing else, if you need anything, guys, always inbox me. Don't forget, I'm doing a 9 a.m. boot camp on Zoom tomorrow. If you want in on that, inbox me. It's not too late to join. I will get you to fill out a health questionnaire if you haven't done one already, just for insurance and things like that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. If I don't see you, anything I have missed or haven't thought of and you want to ask, inbox me and we'll go from there. It's off 9 a.m. now. I don't have Facebook anymore. I don't use Facebook anymore. Is there a way to post your Facebook lives on here? I can. I don't think it would let me with the time limit now, and it'd just be extra ones. Donna, have you ever thought about... I think you can just view the page without having an account. You just type it in, like a web page and stuff. I think you can view them anyway. Like if you Google me, these come up. So I've been told. Right, have a good weekend, guys, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for coming in.